Hey Doodlers, this is Adam Sinski and welcome to day 12 of the 40-day How to Doodle course. In today's lesson, we're going to continue on the work we've done over the last couple of sessions and we'll look at doodling more active people in a variety of poses. Specifically, let's have a look at a doodle person, a stick man, crawling, falling backwards, thinking, splatting, splits, doing the splits, reaching down, praying, doing a handstand, and spinning. So they're just a few of the various poses that you can try. So let's get started with the first one, and let's look at our stick man crawling. I gotta just go inside a little bit more. See, when I can get a little bit closer, I can get more accurate with my pen. It just looks more crisp. Okay, so this is our stick man crawling. So his back is sort of arched. His legs are kind of one knee is sort of further down than the other knee, and one arm is probably like fully stretched. The other arm is kind of like bent at the elbow, kind of weirdly bent at the elbow. Maybe we'll just stretch it out completely. So there he is, kind of crawling like that, walking on the ground, looking for his spectacles. There you go. So that's the nose there, and this is crawling. Okay, so there we have stick man crawling. Okay, how about falling backwards? So now he's like fallen off a tree or fallen off his chair or something like along those lines. So there he is. His back is maybe kind of arched this way because he's just fallen, and maybe his head, unfortunately, has kind of whacked against the pillow or something. There you go. It's a pillow, nice soft pillow. So he's not going to get too much damage to him. Isn't going to come on that. So let's go here, and his arms will be kind of up. There you go, and his feet will be kind of all over the shop, kind of it's kind of fallen from this way down and smack onto the ground. So he kind of actually could have fallen like this with the arrow. So that's falling backwards, falling back. Okay, falling backwards. All right, let's look at our stick man in a thinking pose. Okay, so a thinking pose, we're gonna do easy thinking pose with him. There's my fingers doodling all by themselves again. Okay, there we go. Stick man in a thinking pose. So he's kind of sitting down, so kind of arch the back slightly. We'll have one of his arms kind of resting on the ground, the other arm in thoughts like this, and we'll show his feet kind of sitting down like that. So imagine that's the ground. There he is, thinking. Excellent. Okay, thinking. There he is with a light bulb. He had a light bulb moment, thinking of an idea to help him maybe do the splits, which is the next one we're going to look at. So here's a stick man. There is his nose, and he's looking really proud because he is able to do the splits. There you go. Look at him go. Proud man, splits. Could be a woman as well if we just do the hair. There we go. See, nice and easy. Slight modification and changes the gender very easily. Doesn't require much when it comes to doodling stick figures. Okay, well, how about kind of stick figure bending down? So actually we could arch the back maybe this way slightly, kind of bending down. When he's bending down, one knee might be like this, the other knee might be just leaning completely on the ground, and the arms would be bending down like that. Bending down. What's he bending down for? Maybe he broke like a plate or something like that, and it's shattered into pieces, and now he needs to pick it up in order to pop it into the bin that is here. So that's where the pieces will go into the bin. There we go. So reaching down. Reaching down. Okay, there's our stick man reaching down. Now let's go praying. He is now time to go to bed, and before he goes to bed, he has a habit of praying before he goes to bed, and we kind of do the legs kind of like this. So I mean, you could, because the knees and the back is aligned, you could kind of do that together, and the arms can kind of come out like this, like that. There you go. He's kind of praying. You could do the arms also just coming out like this, and again praying. Whatever works best. It's okay. Not a big deal. Ideally, I think when we're sort of praying, we would have kind of elbows in. So it's kind of come out sort of like that. There we go. That's probably more like it. He's got to be happier than that. There we go. Okay, so that's praying. Praying. Okay, now our stick man. Yeah, he's a happy guy. Or she's a happy girl. Managed to do the splits before. Okay, and now her husband, Mr. Stickman, says, okay, that's quite impressive, but look at me, I'm going to do a handstand. So there he is, showing off, doing a handstand like this, and his feet are, he's kind of off balance, trying to get his balance, so he's kind of like, whoa, kind of going to the side, moving around. Where's his nose? His nose might be kind of back there, and he's kind of like, oh, like this, kind of upside down, not happy, and there's his hair kind of sticking down like that. Okay, so yeah, he's trying his best to maintain his ground, and I'm not sure if she's very impressed with that. I don't even know if she's looking. I think she's looking this way. There you go. She's looking that way, so she's not even impressed at all. Okay, she's more concerned about what just dropped in the kitchen on the floor. Okay, now our final one is the stickman. Our stickman spinning. So spinning is a tough one because there's no animation involved here. We're not creating animated sort of cartoons or anything like that along those lines, but when someone's spinning, they kind of hands in the air and kind of do lines like that, kind of spin around like that. So it's kind of shows that he's kind of spinning. Well, maybe we'll do that one kind of. We'll see how that goes. I mean, with the different lines, you kind of use different lines for different purposes. You kind of experiment with them, and ideally, I would want to make these spinning lines lighter. For instance, maybe using one of these pencils I have here in my program. That would it wouldn't allow it to blend into the stick figure. So let's try it again. Let's do this one again. Let's go again, like this, and let's do these lines. There you go. So that sort of indicates that he's spinning around. He's kind of going around that way, spinning around as best as he can without falling over. And probably what happens down the track is this. Okay, so we've got one more to do, so that's spinning. S starts with S, spinning. Okay, and then he's spinning around so much, and then look what happens. This is what happens. Splats. Splats. Oops. Let's go zoom that in a little bit to give me a bit more control with the doodle. Splat. Okay. Nose, I don't even want to show the nose because the nose is somewhere facing, oops, somewhere facing the ground. And there he's kind of got a straight back because he's just splattered onto the ground. Okay, there's his other arm just kind of flinging that way. And yeah, his legs are kind of together like that. And to indicate a splat, you can do something along those lines. Actually, let's do that in a lighter shade. Oops, there we go. Yep, like this. That's kind of to indicate that he just splattered all over the ground after he spun for too long, and that's what happened. And as a result, what happened is this guy was looking at him doing all this spinning. He ended up dropping the plate and obviously ruining his dinner. So a lot of possibilities here, a lot of storylines. It's like a drama, soap opera sort of situation here, but I think we have covered it all. We didn't label this as a handstand, so just a handstand here and a splat. Splat, there we go. So there you have it. These are the doodles. This is the way to do stickman or stickwoman in a variety of different poses, and I challenge you again to try these poses and use block figures, or whatever type of figures that you want, and practice. This is a lot of fun. You can have so much fun doodling these different stick figures, different poses, and create an entire storyline with them. I'm sure you can really get into depth in this and experience it firsthand. It's quite an amazing experience. I think, I mean, reminds me back at school. When I was back at school, I was doodling all these stick figures on sheets of paper, just in different poses, just doing all sorts of things, monsters, chasing them up. But I'll leave that story for another time. So that's pretty much it for today's lesson. And have a look at who else, what else other people who submitted their doodles for this lesson, what they did. And I would love to see your doodles. If you feel comfortable, please send them through to info@iqdoodle.com. And as always, I look forward to seeing you or being with you or having you be with me, because I can't physically see you obviously, but have you be with me in the next lesson on day number 13. So until then, I'll see you later.